So, hi, Heather. Thanks for joining me on this Zoom this evening.
Hi, thank you for inviting me.
You
I
know,
always love
it's,
talking about healthy stuff.
I know you do, and you're always trying to make healthy choices for you and your family, and I admire that very much about you. Um, I was talking to somebody yesterday, and they mentioned that they're just loving Zoom, and they think that they're actually more connected with their family and friends than they were pre-COVID times, just because of Zoom. So it's a great way to kind of get together and catch up and chat. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I think we're more connected for sure.
yeah.
So how was your day? How's things going? Wait,
My my day is
what's
going
that?
great. That's water.
Okay, that's a fancy looking bottle.
Mhm.
So this is usually my go-to choice. Quick, easy, convenient.
Oh, plastic bottle water. So
Yes,
yes.
it's
So
better than nasty tap water.
I kind of wanted to talk to you about that because I see you at the stores and I see you buying cases of bottled water and organic food and trying to make healthy choices. And, our motto is be healthy by choice, not by chance, because if we leave our health to chance, chances aren't very good we're going to be healthy. And I think it is our daily choices that either contribute to our health or defer from it. So again, I admire you're always trying to make healthy choices.
Yeah, thank you. And I like your motto. It just puts the educational part into it. So
Yeah.
what did you want to talk to me about bottled
Well,
water?
if you don't mind, let's chat a little bit about bottled water, and I'll start with just by asking you a few questions. Why do you choose bottled water as the choice for you and your family?
Well, like I said, it's better than nasty old tap water. And it's easy, convenient. I can measure how much everybody's drinking, make sure that we're getting those 8 glasses of water a day. I can send it to the school with the kids in their lunch boxes. They're not sure if dairy's good for us or not yet, and the schools typically serve milk, so the kids at least can hydrate throughout the day.
So you said a couple of things there. So one, I think you said nasty old tap water. So you like the taste of bottled water better than tap,
Yeah, absolutely.
and also the convenience of it.
I mean, it's simple and
Yeah.
easy. Just pick it up at the store.
And that it's a healthy choice.
Right.
Okay. So you're in agreement with about 90% of Americans who think that, really think that bottled water is a healthy and convenient choice. And many of them say they prefer the taste too. Um, but I'm not sure it's the healthiest choice. And that's really kind of what I wanted to talk to you about.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm all ears.
Okay. So as a healthy choice, have you heard of or are you concerned with any of the contaminants that they found in bottled water?
Like the BPs, the
BPAs are
BPAs,
one, yeah.
definitely for sure. I try to find BP free bottles whenever I purchase.
Well, that's again trying to make that healthy choice. I actually just read a recent study by the University of Washington that pretty much said that BP-free plastics are pretty much just as harmful as BPAs. And BPAs are endocrine disruptors. There's compounds in that plastic that cause a lot of health issues, obesity, reproductive problems, onset of early puberty. And again, it's BPAs that are directly related to that. But just a recent study that I read from University of Washington said BPA-free bottles are pretty much just as bad.
Okay, that's not a comfort.
That's not a comfort, no.
That's an interesting study.
Yeah. So let's talk about maybe some other things that can be in bottled water.
Okay.
So both the Environmental Working Group and Consumer Reports have published papers where they've looked at anywhere from 11 up to 100 different brands of bottled water and detected things such as disinfectants, arsenic, detergents, and the list can go on and on. And you can Google that, just how safe is bottled water will give you a lot of information. Antimonies are another thing. But there's one that's very popular right now that's getting a lot of internet publications, and that's microplastics in bottled water. Have you heard anything about that?
No, what are microplastics?
Well, they're tiny little pieces of plastic that are about 5 millimeters or less. And when you crack the lid on that bottled water, hundreds of them just went into the water. And what some of the, and they're present through the manufacturing and the filling of the bottles. And I can't imagine drinking plastics very healthy for us. It's just,
I wouldn't think so.
that doesn't make much sense to me. Here's another figure is that they estimate that those people that routinely drink bottled water out of plastic bottles most of the time, and that's about 25 to 30% of Americans that do that, like yourself and your family, are actually consuming the equivalent of 5 grams of plastic a week, which is the same as about the size of an average credit card.
I can't imagine that's good for the system.
I can't imagine that's good for the system either. It's but it's there, and that's why people have concerns over the how healthy bottled water is. So the other reason that many people, and like I said, and yourself, choose bottled water is for convenience.
Right. But it's easy. We've got an extra fridge in the garage, so I usually just stack up on a couple of cases and keep it out in the fridge. You're thirsty, you go, you grab a bottle of water. I can pack it with the lunches. I can take it to work with me on the go.
Sure.
Absolutely.
You can get it at any convenience store, gas station, wherever. Yeah, it is extremely convenient. I'm not making judgment here or anything else, but I kind of think we human beings often trade our health for the sake of convenience. Instead of making that healthy dinner, we get some takeout, or instead of exercising, we do something else, or we stay up late working on a project or something rather than getting enough sleep, and basically just for the sake of convenience at the expense of our health. Would you agree? That's kind of what we do.
That's a typical pattern. Yes.
That's a typical pattern. So the other reason people like, so convenience, let me put this in this context too, if you don't mind. Bottled water, plastic bottled water, is not very convenient for our planet. It's a huge environmental concern.
Absolutely. That's why we recycle.
Yeah. Well, you and 20% of other people do. 80% do not. There's 100 million plastic bottles used daily, and 80% of those end up in our landfills or oceans. Did you realize that? I mean, you're doing what you can, but again, that's where the problem exists, is most people don't recycle, and those bottles are around from anywhere from 700 to 1,000 years, still leaching toxins into our environment.
But that's got to get back into the tap water. So if tap water is not an option and bottled water is looking like not a very favorable option either, what can I do? What's out there?
Well,
I've heard of some really expensive systems, but nothing to just take with me on the go.
Sure, but there's what most people recommend, and what we recommend is filtering tap water. And the reason being is that tap water is regulated. Bottled water has very few regulations for it, governmental regulations and standards. And most bottled water is tap water, filtered tap water. And to address the issue of it tastes better, again, you can Google bottled water taste tests, and in many blind taste tests, many people can't tell the difference between bottled water and tap water, and especially if that tap water has been filtered to remove the chlorine. So again, there are healthier choices, and if you're interested, I'd like to kind of share that with you.
Yeah, I would be definitely interested in seeing that. Thank you.
Okay, I've got a couple of slides that'll show some healthy choices for water for you and your family. And I'm going to share my screen. And this is some slides from one of our Healthy by Choice classes that we do on Tuesday evenings at 6 p.m. And if you don't mind, I'll just kind of go through this. And if you have any questions while we're doing it, feel free to pipe in. So as we said when we first started talking, is that 90% of us believe that bottled water is a healthy and convenient beverage, which means that only 10% of us have really any negative opinions about it. So to answer your question, what can we do to provide ourselves and our family with healthy water? The first thing that we suggest is get a filtering system for your home and purchase a reusable water bottle. And we would want the healthiest water possible. I mean, the way nature intended it. We want it to be pure, free of contaminants. We want it to contain minerals, which gives it a slightly alkaline pH. And we also would want some structure in there the way it exists in nature, so we could absorb more of it, so it's bioavailable. And the healthy, affordable, and environmentally conscientious choice is to filter the tap water. So what do we look for here in a system? We want something with advanced filtration. We want that third party validated. We want it to meet and exceed certain standards. We'd like to have minerals added back to the water so it has a slightly alkaline pH. We also want to run that water through a system that also structures it the way nature intended so it can be more bioavailable. We'd also want to have an easy to use system and easy to maintain, and one that's very cost effective. So this is the principles behind the design of the Nikken PyMag waterfall. It has excellent filtration, bacteria reduction of 99%, produces a mineralized structured water, an alkaline water. Also, the system uses no electricity or no plumbing, which so you basically just sit it on your counter and fill up the top with water. It goes through the advanced filtration and produces great, smooth, very hydrating water. It is excellent for the environment, our body, and is very cost effective. You'll notice that the unit is made of plastic, but actually that is a special polymer that does not leach any chemicals or contaminants into the water, and that also is biodegradable once it is disposed of, which could be just about forever, right? I mean, they last a very long time and all you really need is filter changes about every quarter. So it's almost like if Mother Nature poured you a glass of water. That's the Nikken PyMag waterfall. That's our solution for healthy water for you and your family at home. Cost effective, healthy, convenient, environmentally friendly. And here's the savings. So you've got to be spending a fortune on bottled water. And we can basically get that unit to pay for itself in a matter of months using the PyMag waterfall. So for water on the go, and this is the bottle that you saw earlier when you were drinking from your plastic bottled water bottle, is the PyMag Sport Bottle. So this is our eco bottle for the global wellness community. It has a very advanced NASA originated filtration, very effective at removing contaminants and microplastics. One of the things we love about it is we can take it anywhere. This could be just as effective in the lunchbox or in the backpack for your kids when they go to school, and they can fill it up at any water fountain. So it's a great solution for healthy water and works out basically to pennies a gallon. The full cost of this would be about $99 a year with a couple filter changes, as opposed to over $2,000 a year for the equivalent of water in plastic bottles. And also very healthy for our planet. Just one bottle here can replace 1,460 bottles annually for one person. So that's a great solution for everything that we're looking for. So bottled water has environmental concerns. It has health concerns. It has and taste is the part that most people, when they try our water, they say, I'll never go without this again. This water tastes great. It's the best tasting water I've ever had. So I think we have some solutions here for bottled water, Heather, and it's really with the Nikken Mag water products. We have a Nikken water pack, which also has the sport bottle, the home unit, the waterfall, and also it has a shower system because we don't want to be bathing in chlorine either. So, I want to thank you for letting me share these slides with you. And I'd like you to find out more about our global wellness community and what we're doing. It's kind of a grassroots movement to teach people and help them in healthier choices.